Hi everybody, thanks so much for joining me. Stamp2 Creates here to share another fun machine embroidery video for you. So I'm in the process of making something, and it's for someone special in my life, and I'm just starting to learn how to do some quilting. I'll show you my first ever quilt square that I did. Sorry about the sun coming in, but we're not going to complain with the sun. So this is a thread spool quilt block. I think you could see that. There you go. Isn't it cute? So I'm doing a collaboration with other YouTubers in coordination with Creative Notions Quilt Shop. So be sure to watch those videos when I do the unboxing. And if you're into quilting and you like getting fun things in the mail, that is a definite subscription box. I'll put the link down below in the comments. So I sew, and of course I do machine embroidery, which I'm new to. Sewing I've always done for quite a while, but I wanted to make something special for someone special in my life, and I saw this design on Etsy. Okay, let me bring it up. It's by LilysEmbroidery. Let me show you the screenshot there. LilysEmbroidery. Isn't that beautiful? So when I found it online, I found that there's 10 total designs, and it's to do quilting blocks. So I thought, this is the perfect thing that I want to make for this someone special in my life. And eventually I guess the cat will come out of the bag. But anyhow, it was $10. It's a digital download, so if you have an embroidery machine, you may want to check it out. You can do different sizes from 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, 9x9, and you can make all kinds of things with this: quilts, pillows, wall hangings, and more. And you'll get it as a zip drive. So these are the different drives that you can get. But check out her store. She has some fabulous things. It's on Etsy, and again, it's LilysEmbroidery, and I'll put a link down below in the comments. So anyhow, I did some sample ones, and I'm trying to find them. Okay, did some sample ones. Excuse my reach. So here was the one that you just saw. Oh my gosh, is that stunning or what? So this was in the 5x5 size, and I thought, ooh, that's kind of little. So here's another design. And look at this one. Oh, so I thought, okay, I like those. But then I thought, well, my embroidery machine goes up to a 6x10 inch hoop. So I thought, you know, I'm going to give the 6x6 size a chance, because I can't do anything larger than that. So where was the first one I did? Oh, here it is. Excuse me again. Okay, so look at this. This is in the 6x6, and this is a lot larger. So my idea is to make all of these, do some sashing, which is, I believe, is a quilting term, and put them all together and hopefully make a nice size quilt for her. So what I want to do is take you through the process. So this is something else you can do. I know I've shown a lot of videos. I'm hoping to get into my videos, you know, showcasing different things. So here is my process. So I ordered through Amazon, although you can get it at the craft store too, but I'm trying to limit my traveling. This is Warm and Natural, and this is cotton batting. So this is to do quilts and things like that. I'm sure you all know about that, right? So the size I got was a twin size, but I have a lot of it left that I haven't cut up yet. So what I did is, being that I'm going to use the 6x6 size, I used my rotary cutter and I cut up squares 8x8 to give myself a little bit of room around the side. So I have all these cut up. And then what I did is, I'm using this Kona bleached white cotton fabric that I got online. Like I said, I limit my traveling, from Creative Notions Quilt Shop. which is also the one I just talked about before. She has wonderful fabric, and it's not, well, I don't want to say that it's not that Joann's has cheap fabric, but this is a good quality fabric. If I'm going to put all this work into something, I want to make sure that I'm using a good quality fabric. So so I ordered, I cleared her shop out, what she had online. I ordered, I think it was 3 1/3 yards of fabric. I got a couple other things too, of fabric things I want to work on for Christmas gifts. But so I laid it all out and I cut 8 by 8 squares. Okay, so I have them all done. So I have my batting, and I have my fabric. So all I have to do is hoop up each one and do it. So I thought I would do one along with you. So here's what I need. I need a piece of the fabric. Now I'm not doing a backside to it because I'm envisioning sewing it all together and then doing some sort of quilting thing on the back. I don't really quite know yet what I'm doing. Maybe just stitch in the ditch or something like that. But I'll worry about that later. Or if somebody knows, what you do with it afterwards, you can let me know. Okay, so let me stick that over there. So I need a square of the batting and I need a square of the fabric. And normally you should iron this. I didn't. It looks good to me. Okay, so here is my big hoop. This is the 6, whoops. Oh, it's so cumbersome. This is the 6 by 10 big hoop. And what I'm using as my stabilizer is a tearaway stabilizer. Okay, so you'll notice I didn't even cut it off the roll. I just tore it. So even like, reach over again. So on the back of here, I could just tear this right away. And then on the back of my design, you can just take this out and you'll just, tear that away. So while one is stitching, I'm there tearing it away. But it does all the stitching and the quilting for you in one step, right on your machine. So isn't that beautiful? Oh, love it. Okay, so let me move this back a little bit so I have some room. That's the only thing is with this big hoop, you need to have a lot of room. So to do this, you need an embroidery machine, you need embroidery thread, you need your hoop, your stabilizer. I would recommend a rotary cutter for cutting out, makes it so much easier. Some sort of ruler, a mat to cut on, and the hard part is cutting the fabric. So okay, let me get my hoop, and then we'll pick a design. I have my ceiling fan on, so my ceiling fan and paper is not working too well together. All right. And at least today is, what's today? Today is Wednesday, August 5th, I think. And we finally got a little break in the temperature. Wow, it's really been hot. So, okay, so I have my hoop. Here's my hoop, my stabilizer. I'm just gonna float this, and I talked about this on my last video. I'm going to float the fabric right in the frame. So I'm not using the frame to hold it down. I have the batting and the fabric on top. Now I'm using this frame. I gotta pull this away. I'm gonna move you guys so you can see. Okay, so I had a question on somebody, so I'm sure she's watching. With this hoop here. This is the sticky frame hoop. This one or the magnetic one. Not sure which one she was asking me about. Okay, so let me show you. So I can't use the magnetic one because this one I only have as a 5x7. So this is the magnetic hoop, okay? And it consists of a hoop on the bottom. And be very careful because these puppies they are magnetized for sure. Keep your phone away, which, I'm probably a little too close. Keep your electronics away. It has this little piece in between to kind of help you. So pretend that was your stabilizer. And then here's your frame. See that? How tight that is? She was asking about how to, let me put it this way, how to get it in your hoop. It just slides in, see, just like all the rest of these. This little piece. Hold on, that's a little too thick because I have that piece in between. Let me move this this here. But this little piece just slides right into the little slot here. Let me move you over a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Oh. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you, this is like an avalanche happening here. I have so many projects going on at the same time. Okay, so see, this would go and slide right into here, right into this spot right here. I'll show you on a regular frame. Let me put that on the floor. So if this, just pretend this was that frame, this little piece just slides right in. All the hoops slide in the same way. Now, she was having some issues with it not going in or something like that. You want to be careful when you're ordering things online. You want to make sure what you're ordering is for the machine that you have. The smaller hoops, like the 4x4 and the PE 770 and 800, they have a different design here to put the hoop in. They actually have a little clamp kind of thing. So, this machine takes this, so when you're looking, whether you're looking on Amazon or wherever you're ordering from, be certain to check your model number, which is, you know, mine is right here, the NQ1600E. Check your model number to make sure what you're ordering is going to fit your machine. So I hope that helped her. It's kind of hard to answer questions sometimes. I mean, I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just like you guys, and I'm just learning as I go. But, you know, sometimes it's hard to answer things if you don't actually see it. I'm a visual person, so I struggle with that. All right, let's go over here. I probably have to move you a little bit. I'm caught on my carpet here. Oh my goodness, like a train wreck. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, we're going to go over here to the screen. So I already have my USB plug over here on the side. I'm going to hit the icon for the USB. And I already have my images loaded in here. So you'll see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I use the arrow, it's going to take me over 9, 10. And then for whatever reason, it goes 1 and 2. So let's go start off with design 1. Okay, so then you will see all of this that comes up. So you'll notice here is 5x5, and that's what it looks like. Here is 6x6, and that's what it looks like. And then if you notice this one here, 7x7, the reason why that's shaded out is because my machine will not accommodate a 7x7. So I can have my choice of 5x5 or 6x6. So definitely check that out if you're interested in that design. Let me check, does it come in a 4x4? No, the smallest is 5x5. So you have to at least have a 5x7 hoop size in order to do this. Okay, so we're going to pick the 6x6. Okay, and right up here it'll show you I need the largest hoop. See, there's different hoop sizes. So it's a 2x2, 4x4, 5x7 hoop, and then 6x10. So then I'm going to hit set. And then, oh, look at that design. That is beautiful. That was the first one I just showed you in the smaller design. Okay, so before I go any further, I want to hit edit end, and it will come up with this. This is where you can move it around to fit, you know, however you want it to fit in your frame. But what I want to do is, and I'm going to have to move you guys again. Close your eyes. My other hoop just fell. Okay, so I'm going to hit this little symbol here that has the square with the arrow. And what that's going to do, I'm going to hit OK, but I'll move you guys first. What that's going to do when I hit OK and push it. Okay, wait, what's wrong here? Oh, I have to put the foot down, I think. There we go. It's going to show me where it's going to stitch. I want to make sure it's going to fit in the square. If not, I can just adjust my fabric, but that all looks good. And then it will take you back to center. Okay, so that looks good. So we're going to go back over here to the screen, if you can see it. And I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to hit embroidery. And there it is on the screen. Okay, you can see it. So this is a 14-minute stitch. So if you wanted to change colors, it tells you different colors. You know, you can use whatever color you want. I'm strictly doing white on white because I want this to be a white quilt. So I'm doing white on white. Don't ask me why I want to do white, but I just want to. I just think it would be stunning, all in white. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so let me get you in close, because I'm not going to be having any change of colors. Just don't want to, I want to make sure that the frame's not going to hit you when it's moving around. Okay, so all we have to do now is hit the green button. And it'll first do a whole outline stitch, and then it will do the design, and it will stop with color changes, but I'm not changing the color. I think you guys have a pretty good view of that. I'll just keep an eye on it if it's going to come too close to the camera and knock you right over. I don't mean to do that if that happens, but no, I think we're good. I think we'll clear it. Oh, I think you have a good view of how this works. I'll tell you, this machine, the speed of it is incredible. Oh, I think we're getting too close now. Okay, hold on. Yep. Hold on a sec. Sorry. Okay, we'll leave you here because this is a good spot right here. It's an incredible speed. But what did I say? This will take 14 minutes total, which isn't bad. I mean, if you had to do this yourself, my goodness, it would take a long time. So what my plans are to just make a whole bunch of these quilt blocks and get some, I don't know if I'm going to use the white. I'm assuming I'm going to use white sashing, but who knows. And use that in between the quilt blocks and sew it all together. And then put another layer, well, I guess you would do another layer of quilting fabric. Quilting, what's the word I'm looking for? The batting. And then a back fabric. So I have to do my research. Everything I learn on YouTube or from friends in my Facebook groups. There's a lot of Facebook groups. So if you're into machine embroidery, excuse me, check them out. There's a lot of them to look at. People are very helpful. Sometimes, you know, not so helpful between you and I, but they mean well. People mean well. And they're just there to help you answer questions. You know, we've all been in the same boat at one time. I'm going to stop this for a second and get my little scissors. I see that thread poking up. I want to cut that. Here we go. Just want to cut this. I'm getting this tickle. Let me get a sip of a drink here. Okay, that's better. Yeah, check out Facebook groups if you're on Facebook. A lot of YouTube channels. A couple different people I follow. One big person I follow. Well, I don't mean that way. I mean someone that actually, the reason how I got into machine embroidery is OML Embroidery. She does live stitch outs. She does live digitizing, where she'll teach you how to make designs that you can use in your embroidery machine. You need a program for that. It takes a lot of, I don't know, I'm not ready for that yet. I just buy my designs off people and I use them. And yeah, OML Embroidery. She's based out of Canada. She does live stitch outs on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock, I believe. We're also doing the quilt squares. Real cute, from Anna Good Design. Check her out online, Anna Good Design. She has fabulous designs. Oh my goodness, wonderful. And she does that on Sundays. And the digitizing she does on Wednesdays during the morning. I think it's no, maybe it's afternoon, maybe it's 2 o'clock. But you could really learn a lot. And I don't even know why the Lord sent me to her channel, but I was hooked when I saw what she was making. I had no idea that an embroidery machine would do the things that it does. And I want to do some things. I want to show you how to do towels on my list. I want to show you how to do working with vinyl, doing some in the hoop zipper little purses. What else have I done? Oh, the little stitch dogs, where everything is done in the hoop. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. I love this though. I love doing these kind of things. I mean, unfortunately, quilting has kind of seen its day. You know, that was back in the day when, you know, everyone would get together and they would all work on a quilt together and, you know, have a good time, just chit-chatting and hand stitching, by the way, not machine. They didn't do any of that on the machine. And with everything going on now, I don't know, I just so miss getting together with people. I mean, yeah, I go to work every day, but it's just not the same as just, you know, stopping by a friend's house for, you know, a cup of coffee, or, you know, sitting on the porch together with friends and just enjoying life. This whole COVID thing it just changed the way our lives are. So if I can do a little something, you know, to brighten up someone's day, to make them a little something that's handmade, I can use my stamping to make a little handmade gift for you card. You know, that's what I do. People always say, how do you find the time? How do you find the time to do all that you do? Well, you know, my kids are grown, they're on their own, and I work full-time, and, you know, you have to do something with your time. The summer is a little harder because, you know, I have a lot of outside work to do, but when it's hot like this, you know, the grass isn't even growing anyhow, you know, it'll wait for it when you get there. But I find that it's a de-stressing time from all the things that go on during the day. And making something by hand, whether it be machine embroidery or, I don't know, ceramics or crocheting or knitting, which, by the way, don't even go there with crocheting and knitting, not for me. But it's just a way to de-stress after a hard day that you work. And I always tell people, they laugh when I tell them this, I always say it's cheaper than therapy. You know, there's no copay, right? Okay, so we're halfway done with all that stitching. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, hit that little red subscribe area. It's a little box. And if you notice, next to that, there's a little bell. And if you click on that bell, you can click on how you want to be notified for when I upload new videos. So you can ring the bell, click the red box, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something, you know, you have a question on. I am no expert, okay? I'm just like you, doing some little machine embroidery and crafts at home, and just trying to make the best of the times that we're living in right now. This is so beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to have them all done. I don't even know how many I'm going to need, but if they're now using the 6x6 size, it's an inch larger all around. So maybe it'll just be a throw quilt. Maybe it'll be a queen size for a bed. Maybe it'll just be a table runner or a pillow. You know, there's so many things you can do. And the holidays are coming, so we're all home anyhow, right? Make some handmade things to give as gifts this year. And I just feel handmade things, they come from the heart. You know, you take time out of your day, you're thinking of someone and what you'd want to make for them. And I just think a handmade gift just means so much more than something that was bought off the shelf, which there's nothing wrong with that either. But you know, I find myself, I'm not shopping, I'm not going out. Well, I'm shopping online a lot. Amazon is here, like, I think almost every other day. But, you know, that's my take on it. Okay, after we do this part, I believe it's going to stop and want a thread change, but we're not going to. We're just going to continue on our way. It's going to do some stitching on the inside of that heart, not the center one, but the one inside, and then around the edges, which is what really makes this stand out. Now, if you don't want it to do that, you can stop it. You can make this square just with the heart, without the little extra stitching. Totally up to you. You can do this on bags. You can do this on the back of a denim jacket. Oh, there's just so many things you can do. I myself, I love hearts. I've always loved hearts. Hey, maybe this will be so nice that I won't want to give it away as a gift. Oh, no, just kidding. No, it's a special gift. You know, something to hand down, you know, hopefully to, you know, another generation. If it lasts that long, let's hope. Let's keep our fingers crossed, right? Okay, we're almost done with this. Okay, now we're going to go to the outline. I'll just turn you over that way if you can see. Let me see if you guys can see it. Okay, yeah, I can pretty much see it. Okay, so it's going to do the outline on all the corners. Get you back over here. There we go. And I'm going to hit the button to put the foot down. And we're just going to go ahead. We're doing it all white on white. What am I running over my chair? Tribulations of having a small crafter with lots of things. Something's got to give, right? Or fall over. I'm sure you all can relate to that. Anybody that has a little crafter. I'm fortunate that I have the room that I have. Oh, this is so pretty. I've already done this stitch out in a smaller piece. Effort into it, and I've already, this will be my third quilt block. These are going to be so nice when they're put together. Oh my goodness. I love them. Okay. This is very fine, delicate stitching. When you look at it, it almost looks like it's lace. Oh, it's beautiful. You know what else this would be nice if you did it in different colors and you framed it. You know, maybe in the center, you know, you put a little, maybe an initial or something, or, you know, instead of doing all this fancy stitching, you personalized it in some way. But, yeah, we have about 6 more minutes, so chat about. Sometimes I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm already done. I chatted throughout that whole thing. I have a lot to say, I guess. So I've been getting a lot of positive responses with the machine embroidery videos, and that makes my heart so happy you don't know. I'm so glad that, you know, something that I'm learning, you're learning along with me. I wish we could all get together, you know, for some lunch or a cup of coffee and just chit chat about our embroidery. But, you know, this way, you know, we're all safe, we're home, and you could always leave me a comment. I actually had one viewer that she found out how to convert from like the metric system to the inches, and she wanted me to give her a call. I'm just so busy with things that, so I mean, you guys know things that I don't know. So it would be so fun if we were all able to get together and just chat about our lives and embroidery and our crafts and, you know, things like that. But maybe someday. Oh, I've made some really fun masks in here. There's, if you just do a search for machine embroidery masks, you can come across some companies that they have the patterns for free. You know, you just have to download them, put them on your USB stick, and, you know, away you go. And when you're new to this, you kind of, you know, they usually have directions on the different steps. After you've done it for a little bit, you kind of already know, you know, what the steps are. And but I would suggest if you're brand new, they offer the directions to print them off or have them nearby, you know, download it on your iPad, your phone, whatever kind of device, and use that for reference until you feel a little more comfortable doing things. We're almost done with this part, and then we're going to do with the other little heart. We have 2 more minutes. So 2 more minutes I get to chit chat with you guys. And then we'll be done. Okay, so we're going to put the foot down again and press the button. Oh, when my grandkids are here, I'm usually making them something. They like to come in. I have t-shirts here, and you know, they'll pick out a design. And they'd be fighting, the 2 of them, like, I want to push the button, I want to push the button. Everybody wants to push the button. So it's a magical thing. But we take turns, and everybody's good. Everybody's happy. Nobody walks away sad. But it's fun. They like to sit here and watch it stitch. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I can usually do something on the other desk. I have 2 desks in my craft room. The other one I usually do for like cutting my fabric and stamping and all those kinds of things. And then this one is strictly where the machine sits all the time. And I do sewing on the other one. And I don't even remember where I was going with that. Oh, I know where. I just find it mesmerizing. I just want to sit and watch the machine go to and do its work. Does anybody else feel that way? There's just something like satisfying with watching what it's doing. I had some ladies on the Facebook group that are big-time quilters. When I posted different pictures, they were like, wow, you're amazing. And I'm like, no, really, this is done by the machine. Oh, no, you have talent. And people just don't realize how much they can do on an embroidery machine. So if you own one, I'd love to know which one you own. I like the Brothers. If I needed a new sewing machine, I probably would stick with Brother. Although Baby Lock is a partner with Brother. They're kind of one and the same, Baby Lock and Brother. But yeah, I like the Brother machines. We're almost done. Yes. Woo! That was 9,995 stitches. Can you imagine finished embroidery? Ta-ta! So we'll just hit the OK for that. And let's move the machine back a little bit so I don't knock you over. Oops. Okay. So here we are. Look at that. You see that fine detail? Can you imagine if you had to do that? It's so hard to show this when I'm working backwards. Can you see that fine detail? And then here's the back. And then all we have to do, just gonna take it out of the hoop. So here it is, out of the hoop. And I'm just gonna tear this away. You wanna be careful, don't, tear like a crazy person. It's just pretty much where the stitching was, see? Just pretty much tears away. So this is a tear away stabilizer. This is a good choice to use when you're doing these quilt blocks. Now this one, because it's so finely intricate on the back, I'm not even going to bother to take that paper away because there's no way you can, because it's just way too intricate. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn you over here if that's any better. If you can see it. Should put something behind it. Let's do that. Put something behind it. There you go. I think you can see it now. Okay. So yeah. So let's scooch you over here. So I have this one that I just did. And where are my other ones? I just had them here. Let me move this out of the way. I just had them. Oh, here they are. They're stuck on top here. Hold on. So then here was another one that I just did. And here is the third one that I did. I hope you can see that. It's kind of hard because you can see behind it. See how pretty that is? And I mean, they're not really too long to stitch out. They stitch out pretty quickly. I think 14 minutes is one of the longer ones. This one didn't take long at all. How beautiful that is. Oh. So anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this. Now I'm going to try to upload this video pretty quickly as soon as I'm done here. Y'all know that I don't do any editing, so I don't have to go through any of that. But yesterday it took me 2 hours. I don't know what's up with YouTube. It took 2 hours for me to upload the video. It was like forever. So I hope to have this posted tonight. If not, you know, late tonight, early tomorrow morning before I go to work. But anyhow, I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me working on my Brother Innovus NQ1600E embroidery machine. I will put the links down below for Creative Notions Quilt Shop, which is just creativenotiousquiltshop.com. And then the Etsy store, which is, let me bring that back up again. That is LilysEmbroidery, L-I-L-Y-S, embroidery, all one word. She has wonderful, wonderful designs. And also check out Kimball Bell Designs. She does some really nice work. And what was the other one I told you about? My mind just went blank. Oh, Anita Good Design. She has nice designs too. So, okay, everyone, I'm going to end now. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Enjoy life. Enjoy, you know, crafting, whatever it is that makes you happy. Stay safe, and I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye for now.